Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we're gonna be talking about the Great War Book instructions. We have all the kits, but what is this? What is this?
For $60 when they were in print. I think there's only one in print right now, the Great War Book Volume 2, I believe.
No, this is Volume 1.
The Volume 2 is still in print.
Oh.
This is Volume 1. We've managed to build all 16 models contained in this wonderful book from Brickmania. They have like 8, 9, 10 books. We've got them all. Our goal is to build every model in every book. Of course, now they're coming out with digital instructions, which are even easier to navigate because you can just copy the XML file. Yeah.
Which is great, but also terrible. So. And
anyway.
Terrible being we can't afford such things. And yeah, I'm the kid here.
So we're going to show off all the models in the book.
Let's show them off one by one. We're going to try to do it a little bit rapidly because we don't want this video to be on like a documentary. So, yeah. Alright, so first off, this is
the Vickers HMG British Heavy Machine Gun.
Yes.
And this is the smallest gun in the book, which is divided into 3 sections. There's 8 guns and vehicles that the Allies used. Then there's 6 that the Germans used, and then there's some defensive trenches and shell craters, 2 of those. So we're starting with the Allied stuff.
All right. Anyway, let's move on.
Next up is the Ordnance QF 13-pounder, which is a British field gun, and it comes with a case on there in the back and the gun there in front. And it was a fun little build, if I recall correctly.
Yes, I particularly love this. It's just a great, thing. Also, this can be used as a Civil War shell thing. So if you wanted to pair that up with like one of your Napoleons or something, probably wouldn't be that accurate, but it would still be pretty cool. Anyway, moving on.
Next up is the Ordnance QF 18-pounder British field gun.
Should be this kit right here.
Looks like we got 2 of those.
No,
just one? Okay.
Yep, just one.
Next up is the 75mm MLE 1897 French 75.
So our first French of the model. It's a really, really dope gun. In fact, this is probably my favorite gun. This is probably my favorite gun. It's just really, really cool, and yeah, it's dope.
And the nice thing about all these guns, they use just regular Lego parts. There's no particular special pieces or anything you have to get. It's probably stuff you already have. Most of them. All right, well, that's enough of the guns on the Allied side. Next up is the Rolls-Royce British Armored Car, and I like this one a lot. The way I recall, it was a solid build.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool, actually.
You got a rotating turret. It looks cool. You got machine guns in the front. You got one in the back. Was that a mod you put on in the back?
No.
No.
No, unfortunately it wasn't. But it's still pretty
I'd love
cool.
to have one of those, like to ride around town in. That'd be cool, wouldn't it?
It'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But this is one of my favorites of the build. It's pretty slick, and yeah, it's really cool. Next up,
the Renault FT French American light tank. When I first saw it, went, really?
Actually, the more and more I look at this,
it's cool.
It's pretty cool.
It grows on you.
Yeah. I don't think it goes any more than 10 miles per hour. It's just crazy, but it's really cool. So, yeah.
Hey, it was one of the earliest tanks.
I think it might have been one of the first tanks. The Frenchies, they were on it.
Yep.
Alright, next up we have the Mark V.
The behemoth.
I believe this is the female version.
The British heavy tank.
Oh no, this is the male version.
You got guns up in the front.
Yeah, this is the male version. Yes. So this thing is just really solid for the most part. Even the hatches and stuff. I don't know why those are brown. Why those are brown? They should be dark tan.
Oh, we might not have had the pieces.
Anyway, but as you can see, if you want to try to squeeze your little hands in there, it's doable, but it's not recommended. But the treads, they work just great, and it's a really cool thing. Also, this flex tubing, a little bit expensive. I will say that. Other than that, it's a dope kit.
And finally, rounding out all the Allied weapons of war, can you say Snoopy? the Sopwith Camel, the British biplane fighter.
Yes, this guy
guns up front.
is so cool with its own stickers and everything. Forgot to mention, this does come with a sticker sheet if you manage to buy it. And yeah, you put all the stickers on and it's pretty dope. Anyway, but yeah, that's the Sopwith Camel. We had a little bit of a problem with it. We had to glue the wings because
we just couldn't get them to stay together. I couldn't get it to fit together, so I cheated.
Yeah.
Hopefully you all will forgive me. Please.
Anyway, but awesome kit, and I love it.
Alright, let's see what the Germans have. The first one is the Spandau MG08 German machine gun, and unfortunately, we've lost that. I don't
think we built it, because I remember we were like, oh yeah, we're gonna do it, but I don't think we built it. So
I think
Dave has a tiny bit of a different story.
We really did. I don't know where it is. It may be in the, I don't know, some Star Wars ship is taking his contraband or something. It'll turn up.
I didn't do that because Brickmania is sacred, because you get really, well, I wouldn't say really, but you get a little hacked off if I misplace a Brickmania thing for good reason, and I didn't do that. So anyway, but next up we have the
7.7 centimeter field Kanone. I know I'm mispronouncing it. Kanone.
Oh, you're
German
dead!
field gun.
You're dead! I mispronounced it! You should be shot and hanged for treason!
Probably.
Anyway, but no, this is one of the best German guns in the book. Okay, well, it's the only one, but still, it's pretty dope. I think I have like 3 of these or 2 of these.
Yeah, you never can have too
you never
many.
can have enough of them. So they're really, really dope, and I like this kit.
Yeah. Guns, guitars, and good deeds. You can never have too many, right?
There's a few more things that are in those G's. Yeah. But anyway, continue. What's the next one?
Next up, speaking of guns, how about...
It's the Krump.
The Big Bertha.
If you've seen a review, you know I have some mixed emotions
the
about
Krump.
the Krump.
German super heavy howitzer. I thought this thing was dope.
I'm not too impressed with it, but that's just me, so... Everybody's entitled to have their own opinion, and Dave really loves it.
Tons of pieces in this thing.
Yeah, well,
it took a while to build.
I mean,
look at this baby. I mean, this thing is dope.
I mean, there's a ton of pieces in those containers over there. Does it mean it's beautiful? Yeah, anyway.
Alright, the Krump. It has cranes, and it's got things that roll, and you can roll it up and down, and yeah. All right. Well, speaking of rolling,
no, you want to roll it up and down. You want to try to roll it up and down?
Check out maybe the best thing in the whole book. They only made like I think 5 or 6 of these things all together. I'm not talking about Brickmania, but the Germans themselves. But oh my God, when they built this, they built it. The A7V German, dare I say it, heavy tank. Look at this bad boy.
Well, you gotta be careful with it. You gotta be careful.
It's got machine guns coming out of every portal.
Wadenjäger! Waden!
Oh wait, are you gonna pronounce
Fallschirmjäger.
Very good.
I think I've nodded Fallschirmjäger.
You only had like 33,000 people write in and chastise you.
Everybody's just been...
Yeah. So I'm actually impressed with the incredible knowledge of your audience that knows this stuff.
Yeah, they're incredible. So, yeah.
Yeah. Who knows what else we fouled up on?
Well, they'd let us know. Anyway, but that's not a Fallschirmjäger. Okay, that German guy's a World War I German troop. I don't know the specific name, although you'll probably roast me in the comments.
All right, but look at the detail of this
it's
baby.
Really dope. Dave, do you want to try to lift down the hatches?
No.
You don't?
No.
Well, I think if we're going to do an honest and fair review, we need to show how this is done. You have to very carefully do it, but look at this shot. If you'll stay in focus. Now, they claim you can fit... I think they said 12 or 10 minifigures in here.
You probably could.
Sure. But it's still cool to look at. And once you get all the machine guns.
22 opening doors, hatches, and panels. 6 working bogies. A traversing main gun, and will fit 10 to 14. Excuse me, will fit 10 to 14 minifigures. Yeah.
Sure. You have your minifigures are one stud.
Next up,
The fucker.
the German response to the Sopwith Camel. The Red Baron Fokker DR1 German triplane
Fokker.
fighter.
Yes. It is very, very cool.
The Red Baron.
It's just
Look at those iron crosses on there.
detail. So yeah,
It's red.
it's red and it's out for bear. Isn't that what you say all the time?
Loaded for bear.
Loaded for, I thought it was out for bear. My bad. Anyway, the next up is the Pillbox, German
The
Pillbox.
German guard post machine gun pillbox. You love this one, and
Yes.
rightfully so. Now, the little gray that we have here at the top,
Yeah.
we didn't have the right pieces, so we substituted.
This was back when you were like, oh yeah, substitute everything. Oh yeah, I'm going to be
Well,
cheap.
actually,
I'm going to be cheap and not spend $2 more. Yeah.
It looks kind of cool, you have to admit.
It does actually look
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah, so that was a little mod courtesy of your Uncle Dave there.
Mod. That's a mod.
That's a
yeah,
mod.
sure.
For me, that's a mod.
Sure.
It is.
Sheesh. Yeah, no.
Right, and finally, we have some battlefield things. We've got trenches, two different kinds, a straight kind
So here they are.
and a crooked kind, and they're made modular, so yeah.
You can build a ton of these. This is how I did my World War mock. Not all of it, but some of it. And you know, you can just fit some troops in there, and it's dope. So yeah, they're pretty detailed. Dave also cheaped out at those.
Well, they were impossible to find, the wood grain one. When I did, they were like $37 a piece, so I thought...
Yeah, we need it. No, I'm kidding. I understand. I'm very
Because I think they
privileged.
only made those for like Anton's Bait Shop and a
They
few
only
other
made
things.
it for a few.
And they're hard to come by, but these trenches are truly dope.
Yes.
A lot of detail and a lot of fun to build. Really solid.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're modular,
Pretty
so
dope.
you can connect them together in any configuration you want. And finally, you get 3 shell craters.
Now we built all 3 shell craters, but I've made some stuff around them to make kind of mocks. So what you only get is kind of like this square right in there. So all that is right there. All the extra stuff around it I built. So Dave is, I think, going to get up a picture for us. But you know, it's not huge, but it still could make for an interesting build. You can see kind of the outline that I had to fill in, but that's what you get for instructions for. Is right
There's
there.
3 kinds.
So yeah.
Large, less large, and less large. Or small, medium, and large.
Thank you guys for tuning into this episode. I'm sorry. I'm probably gonna try to cut this down to be a little bit. And also, I've been hearing some comments, some people saying that I do too many cuts in the video. So yeah, I don't think I do too many cuts, but people are complaining about that. Okay, a few people are. So yeah.
Well,
I want to know what your opinion on cuts are.
what I can say is
I think they're
this.
fine, but
We cut because we care. We're cutting it out. You don't want to see it.
well, a lot of it is just stuff,
Miscellaneous stuff.
miscellaneous stuff, like me rearranging the lights and stuff.
Like
So,
you, like me coughing up a hairball or...
are you cursing or me cursing? Or,
No,
you know,
we never do that.
sure, sure, yeah. We don't do it.
We need to thank our sponsor.
Guys, if you next Bricklink store, you can go there and save 10% off. Also, subscribe to me. So,
Yeah, it would.
yeah, and really. No, but seriously, just subscribe. It means all the world to me. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of May, hopefully. Probably won't happen because. Yeah,
No. You got to think positively.
Well,
So all I can say is this: all hail the Brickmania books.
all right. Well, anyway, that's one cut that we had to do. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I guess we'll see you on the next one.